Hey guys, I'm Ben and I'm here for your first tutorial on Java games. Now you're either here because you thought this was a Bukkit plugin tutorial or you want to learn Java. So we're gonna make a new project and we're gonna call this my first game in Java. Okay? So that game for YouTube thing, that's what I was testing on. So in our source file, we're going to want to make a new package, and let's call this com.bench3 dot my game. So I'm expecting you to have some, well, quite a bit of Java knowledge, but I'll go through all the code and stuff. It's just you might want to know quite like sort of. You might want to go watch the New Boston's basic Java tutorials first of all. Watch that, and then you'll understand this most likely. So we're gonna want to make a main class. Let's call this just a main. And inside this main class, it's where we want to going to reference all the other classes, and make them able to do stuff. So let's make our display. So let's do public static display, and let's call this F for frame. It's going to equal new display. Now, display is going to be a class we're going to create in a minute. So we've made that. Now we're going to want to make the height and the width of our game. So public static W, and we're going to make it 600 by 400. So public int h is going to be equal to 400. So we've got them, and now we're just going to make the main class. So public static void main string args. Oh, saw that wrong. It doesn't have to be args as well. It can be anything. So let's make this display class. So in here, let's make a new class and call it display. Did I spell that right? Is that public static display equals new display? Did I? Public static. I've done something wrong. Give me a second over. Or I think I know I did wrong. You see here, there shouldn't be any brackets. There we go. Okay, so that's gonna get all of the things inside this display class. Now, in our display class, what we're gonna want to do is extend it by something called JFrame. Or are we? Yes, we are. I think so. JFrame. So JFrame is a method, or not a method, but it's a class. It built into Java in the java.swing. So let's just import everything from java.swing. And from AWT, so import java.awt. So in our display class, we're going to want to not do anything yet, because this little tutorial is just going to be about this main class here. But we need that display class in order to use this class, because else we'd have to do it a weird way, which I don't like. I like having this class. So basically, in this class here is getting everything from JFrame. This class has access to everything from JFrame. So therefore, in our main class, if we're accessing this class, which has access to everything in JFrame, this class also has access to everything in this class if we use this F. So what we're going to do is we're going to do F dot set size. So we're going to want to set the size width by height. So that's just going to set our screen. I forgot to do that. It's not public. It's static. There we go, just like that. F dot set resizable. Now what this does is it allows you to make your screen. So if you see, oh, my screen's not. Here we go. I can move that. If I move that up there, look here. This here, I can resize it like this. If I was to set it not to resizable, then I wouldn't be able to do that. So let's make it resizable. Or yeah, let's make it resizable. So now let's do F dot set visible, and we want to be able to see it obviously. So let's set that to true. And then F dot set default close operation. Now this is how we're going to close it. Now there's ways of doing it where you can close it after like 5 seconds, but what we're going to do is we're going to do jframe dot exit on close. Now what that does is it cancels when you run it. It makes it start going. We want to cancel this operation completely when we press the close button. So as soon as it presses close, the whole thing's going to shut down and it's going to stop straining our CPU. So f dot set title. That's what it's going to say there, where it says that, like that. That's what it's going to say there. Set title. So we're just going to put this. My first Java game with Ben because he's awesome. The capital E, else it won't work. Remember that. Anyway, so we've got that all done, and if we run this now, which is going to run. Oh, come on, run. There we go. Okay, right, see. It's open to good. So you see it's opening up in this corner here. Now, to make it stop doing that, we don't really, that looks a bit, you know, weird. So we do f.set what is it? It's f.set local relative to, there we go. Oh, relative to. It's that, I think. And we're going to want to set it, so if we were to set it relative to a window, right, it would go near that window. But we don't want to set it relative to anything, so we don't want to set it relative to any sides of the, relative. We don't want to set it local, oh my god, right, just give me a second. Dot set local relative to null. So we don't want to set it local relative to anything, because if it was local relative to this part of the screen, it would go up to this top bit here. If it's relative to here, then it'll go there. But we don't want to set it relative to anything, so it's going to push it inside here, inside here, inside here, inside here, until it gets to a point where it's exactly in the middle. So now if we run this, it's going to come straight in the middle. Now there's lots more things you can do this with this, so like f dot, you can do set always on top. So if we run that, it's when we run it's always going to be on top, and if we try and click off, it's going to stay there unless we minimize it. So I quite like having that. So this is first tutorial. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you see more.